Hello Group 1, welcome to your reading. Let's first look at why this matter didn't work out before. The cards we have here is Nine of Cups and Six of Swords. These two cards tell me that in the past, whether emotionally or mentally, you weren't truly ready. Even if you chose the right direction and made the right decisions, your state of being at the time couldn't support you in taking actions or reaching your goal. The Knight of Cups here suggests that some of you couldn't fully trust yourselves because of past experiences, with distracting thoughts like, if only I had this, or if I were blah blah blah. The Six of Swords confirms that it wasn't the right time back then. You needed to take some detours, or waste some time, or even drift through life aimlessly for a while. That adjustment period allowed you to shed mental burdens and reconnect with your inner self. Only then could you realize what you truly want to achieve, not because others say it's right or it's good, but because your heart longs for it, and that ideal state is your authentic self. Now let's see what has shifted. The cards we have here are Six of Wands and a Page of Wands. These two cards show that your self-confidence has greatly improved. And that makes sense. You discover so many precious and beautiful qualities within you, and these qualities are exactly the key to reaching your goals. In a worldly sense, as reflected in the Six of Wands, those who do research will publish their work. Those who long for the spotlight will stand under it, and those who strive for victory will earn respect. If your dream involves being on a stage, then you will surely stand at the center and receive applause. For some, you might have already made notable progress or even accomplishments. I'm especially happy to see the Page of Wands appear because those worldly achievements are not about feeding the ego or meeting external expectations. They're about fulfilling the wishes of your inner child. Do you feel that positive feedback? The process of realizing your inner child's wishes is the process of reconnecting with yourself. So in achieving your goals, you'll always have the motivation of the inner child. It's not about becoming someone impressive in other people's eyes, but about becoming the shining ideal your inner child once dreamed of. Now let's see how you can achieve your wish. The cards we have here are Justice and the King of Cups in reverse. Together, they bring a sense of maturity and calmness. Justice calls on you to embody the beauty of balance, balancing all aspects of life. For example, coordinating work and family, distributing your energy and time, balancing passion with patience, and knowing your place between individuality and society. Whenever opposite energies appear, it's not about choosing one over the other, but about staying wise and aware and making constant adjustments. And a reversed King of Cups warns against letting strong personal preferences lead to emotional volatility, because Group 1 has an artistic aura and a strong sense of creativity. Some may even have a kind of mental cleanliness. But sometimes your strength can also drain you. When abundant feelings and creative impulses surge, inspiration can become chaotic. The key is learning how to remain centered and productive amid that chaos without letting it burn out your energy. Finally, let's look at the path ahead. We have Temperance and Six of Pentacles here. This is an amazing pair. Their appearance proves that how truly is the right time for you to move forward, because karmic energy has balanced. The path ahead is full of harmony, calm, and goodwill. If justice is about respecting the natural and the social laws, then temperance shows that you can use these laws skillfully in worldly life without sacrificing faith or spiritual growth. The Six of Pentacles tells me you will attract the people, groups, relationships, and resources that resonate with your energy. If the reversed King of Cups represented you once living as a container trying to hold everything for the sake of security, then the Six of Pentacles now shows you living as a flowing channel of energy, inspiration, resources, and rich experiences will continuously flow through you. You won't cling to anyone or anything because there's always more flowing in. Relationships, resources, and wisdoms will pass through you and be expressed outward in the form of creations, works, or collaborations. This emphasizes sharing, mutual benefit, and stable, sustainable growth. Now, Group 1, have you noticed the shift from the Six of Swords to Six of Pentacles. Once you shed your mental burdens, clear your thoughts, and clarify what truly matters to you, it's like your inner energy channels open up. From then on, whether in worldly experiences or spiritual pursuits, everything flows smoothly, effortlessly, and peacefully. If you've recently been seeing the angel number 666, it's a sign that karma is coming into balance. The oracle card you have here is 7th chakra. This is our crown chakra. This represents the universal channel of messages, wisdom, and inspiration opening up for you. All you need to do is connect and follow your intuition, and you will know how to turn your insights into lasting, sustainable abundance. This is amazing spread. Wishing all the best to Group 1. See you next time. Hello Group 2, welcome to your reading. Let's first look at why this matter didn't work out before. The cards we have here is Four of Wands and Ace of Swords. These two cards indicate that you are ambitious and have the potential to succeed. But at that time, there was confusion about how to fully utilize your talents. Both cards suggest the differences in intention or perspective, and a conflict may have come from within yourself or from external circumstances. For example, maybe some of you wanted to pursue opportunities overseas, but your family opposed it, and as a result, you miss out on a good chance. Or perhaps you achieved good outcomes in a certain field, but then you realize they didn't really help you create the life you desire. These two cards give me the sense that you had strengths but weren't able to fully express it. Or maybe you were afraid of failure and held yourself back. There's also a sense that your goals weren't very clear. Your willpower wavered, or you hadn't fully made up your mind. Both the Four of Wands and Ace of Swords carry qualities of stability, clarity, and alignment. If your goals had been clear, your ability was more than enough. There was no need to worry at all. Next, let's see what has shifted. The cards we have here is Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords, and this tells me that you are not the type to follow the usual path. You are good at taking a step back in order to move forward. Notice that the Three of Wands comes right before the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Swords is followed by the Ace of Swords. Earlier, we mentioned that your goals weren't clear and internal or external conflicts prevented you from making a firm decision. But it was precisely those distant ideal outcomes, those missed opportunities, that help you become clearer about what you truly wanted. Sometimes when we can't decide, the universe simply takes away the option, and the pain we feel shows us how much we actually long for it. These two cards suggest that you have already moved past the stage of self-pity, and you are back on the path of pursuing your goals. The Three of Wands strongly suggests you would accept an invitation or opportunity, bring you closer to your ideal career, family, lifestyle, or financial future. You know very clearly there's a victory waiting for you to claim. Now let's see how you can achieve your goal. The cards we have here are King of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Together, they point to the need for a solid material foundation. The first thing I notice here is that you can utilize your talents to gain support, recommendations, or resources. Others will recognize your capabilities. The Knight card carries active energy, suggesting that you should seize the right moment and put yourself forward. On the other hand, you may also take on the role of the King of Pentacles. Maybe your social position or responsibilities make it hard to act directly. In that case, now is the time to appoint a representative to act on your behalf. If your goal involves family or partnerships, the focus should be on our shared values and long-term planning. Taken together, these two cards show that you need both long-term vision and steady, methodical action. As I mentioned earlier, a victory is waiting for you, so there's no need to worry or rush. You only need to walk forward with grace and accept it. Finally, let's look at the path ahead. The cards we have here is the Chariot and Emperor. This shows you're ready to completely overturn the past and expand your territory. Earlier, we saw that your lack of clear goals and wavering determination were obstacles. But the Chariot shows you will now move forward with unwavering focus, while the Emperor shows that you'll build your success with form, order, and structure. You won't only rise upward, you'll also extend your influence downward, building both depth and reach. These two powerful major arcana cards indicate not just a leap in worldly success, but also a profound strengthening of your spirit. I want to tell you, Group 2, you will not only gain power and status in your material life, but also grow into someone admired as a spiritual leader, leaving behind wisdom that lasts. You can be even more ambitious, even stronger. The oracle card here is the fifth chakra, which corresponds to the throat chakra. From now on, the universe will support you in clearly expressing your personal intentions, speaking your inner truth, and standing up for your rights. Remember, when you speak freely, you are not only representing yourself, you're also a channel for the universe to convey freedom and strength. Okay, blessings to all of you who chose this group. I'll see you next time. Hello Group 3, welcome to your reading. Let's first look at why this matter didn't work out before. The cards we have here are the Empress and the Two of Wands. These two cards show me that you were absolutely on the right path. The reason it didn't work out in the past was simply a matter of timing. For example, what you wanted to do may have been limited by the era, the environment, or your location, so you remained in a stage of preparation and waiting. The Emperor suggests that this was something that required a long period of cultivation, sometimes even up to 10 years in certain cases. The Two of Wands tells me that you still held hope. Even during the waiting period, you didn't sit around. You were testing the waters, looking for opportunities and keeping observed. You have a leader quality, Group 3, with foresight and a deep understanding of the importance of persistence. Because there has always been an inner voice affirming your judgment. I actually don't sense any dramatic comic lessons here, nor do I see wasted tours. If there's a key takeaway, it's that you need to learn how to affirm your own value even during long periods of waiting. To give a worldly example, perhaps an artist's style wasn't appreciated at first, but when the timing became right, it suddenly gained wide recognition. Or a mother may spend years raising her child, but in that time, she never forgets that she also has value and identity beyond being a mother. Now let's see what has changed. The cards we have here are Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. For those who chose this group, this is a very strong, nurturing, maternal energy. These two cards shows many possible situations, but a common theme is about independence. You now have very specific expectations for the life you want, and you will realize that whether it's a partner, family, or friends, they are only supporting roles. They can offer help, but no one else can take responsibility for creating your ideal life. Because of this pursuit of your ideal, your approach to relationships and your style of action have shifted, and this change will have a profound and a positive impact on your life. Some of you may have entered a partnership, or left one, or changed collaborators. You are also shifting from a more passive observant stance to a more practical, hands-on approach. Just like a mother nourishes her child, you are now nourishing your own life, and the life in turn is giving you positive feedback. I can say with certainty, you are closer to your goal than you realize, much closer than you think. Now let's see how you can achieve your wish. The cards we have are King of Wands and the Tower. What a powerful energy. In sharp contrast to the earlier cards, using the mother metaphor again, you are becoming the kind of mother who grows stronger for her children. You have a deep desire for your ideal life, strong faith, and a clear vision. So when transformation occurs in your thoughts, mindset, or lifestyle, you will treat each shift as an opportunity to rebuild yourself and reshape your life. These cards make me feel that in the past, some of you were uneasy about facing your true self. You may have feared acknowledging your ambition or desires, thinking they were shameful or not aligned with mainstream values. Interestingly, the doubt or repression actually forged in you a kind of long-term endurance. Your steadiness and resilience over time will now transform into a powerful breakthrough when the timing is right. Finally, let's see what lies ahead on your path. The cards we have here are Queen of Wands and Death. When I saw these two cards, I wanted to cheer for you. I feel such pride as though I'm witnessing you rise from humility into your most radiant self, the very self you once longed to become. Death here tells me that you have already seen the darkest, most difficult aspect of existence, whether within yourself, in your environment, in over-sanctified social morals, or simply in the world as it is. And yet, you are the kind of person who still finds gratitude for the sunlight shining through the cracks. Looking back at the first pair of cards, I sense that Some of you were not born into abundance, but you have always been grateful for what you have, grateful for your ability to create a happy life. The road ahead holds many possible worldly expressions of this transformation. Some of you may finally publish your work, find a kindred partner, and build a loving home, successfully establish your own brand, or step into the spotlight to be recognized by the public. What I want to say is, Group 3, you truly deserve every form of goodness in this world, to be warmed, to be loved, to be seen, to be celebrated. The oracle card you chose is the Healer of the Ages. You will soon experience a rich awakening of your senses, which shows that ability to heal body, mind, and spirit has already been activated. You naturally carry powerful healing energy, and this benefits not only yourself, but also everyone who comes into contact with you. Okay, blessings to all of you who chose Group 3. I'll see you next time. Hello Group 4, welcome to your reading. Let's first take a look at why things didn't work out before. The cards we have here are Knight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. What I sense here is that the reason it didn't work out in the past is because there was a tendency to rush or to respond too quickly before having a solid plan in place. I can definitely feel a sense of frustration from you because the Ace of Pentacles represents a truly reliable, divinely given opportunity. But since this is a Pentacle energy, the matching response should also have been steady, grounded, practical, and through. The Knight of Swords is clever, quick thinking, and reactive. But when first approaching such an opportunity, a more low-key, mindful approach would have been needed. Perhaps you came across as too sharp or competitive, which may have made others in the environment feel pressured or even threatened. It's also possible that quick thinking backfired, that a bit of overconfidence led to jumping in before you were truly prepared. In rare cases, there may have even been unhealthy competition or ideas being taken by others. Whatever the specifics, I do sense some unfairness here, but a missed opportunity is still something that needs to be accepted honestly. This was a precious lesson. The rarer the opportunity, the more you need patience, moderation, and full preparation. Next, let's see what has shifted. The cards we have here are Eight of Wands and Knight of Wands in reverse. This is beautiful energy. Clearly, you have learned and grown. You have figured out how to master your pace. This pace shows up in many areas. Your creativity, your drive, your sense of justice, your instincts and desires, your way of expressing yourself with others, and the pace at which you push things forward. Perhaps your birth chart lacks earth energy, so slowing all the way down may not feel natural to you. But the good news is, you have learned how to manage your vibrant energy and use it flexibly. You now know when to shine, express yourself, and when to hold back and observe. If you were once someone who blurted things out and was easily read by others, now you become a bit of a trickster. People can't pin you down so easily. You are no longer trying to get an upper hand by reaching quickly. Instead, you maintain control through strategy, knowing when to step forward and when to retreat. Now let's see how you can approach your wish this time. The cards we have here are Ten of Pentacles in reverse and Ace of Cups. I think one reason you rushed before may have been financial considerations, which is very understandable. The more you care about something, the more you want to grab it fast. But I sense that the reason the earlier opportunity slipped away is because its energy didn't truly match yours. You may have pursued it only for the financial or practical benefits, not because it spoke to your heart. To give it an example, it's like dating someone from a wealthy family, but there's no real chemistry between you. The same logic applies in work or studies. The Ten of Pentacles represents legacy, family reputation, social image, worldly success. But in reverse position, it shows being constrained or pressured by those ideas. The Ace of Cups, however, arrives like a breath of fresh air. This is about self-love, healing, and a soulful renewal. Together, the message is clear and direct. The universe is reminding you what matters most right now. At this point, self-care and emotional fulfillment should be your top priority. Acting from a place of genuine love for yourself is the key to manifesting your desires and reaching an ideal outcome. Finally, let's see what the path ahead looks like. The cards we have here are Eight of Cups and Ten of Cups. I got goosebumps when I saw these two cards. I absolutely love the Eight of Cups in this deck. I sense that some of you may be ready to let it go in a bold all or nothing way. And here's the magic. The moment you truly decide to walk away from what you've been clinging to, the doorway to your dream opens in front of you. Even more astonishing, the Ace of Cups showed 8 cups, and all number Ace card connect to the Strength card in the Major Arcana. So what you thought would be so difficult to leave behind suddenly becomes easy once you choose self-love. And this reading is incredibly supportive. No riddles, no holding back. What lies beyond the door of dreams is the 10 of Cups. And honestly, it moved me so much. And the interesting thing is from the reversed 10 of Pentacles to 10 of Cups. This is a magical shift. If we keep with the loved example, it means you missed the wrong one, honored yourself, and now made the right one. In career studies, the meaning is just as powerful. For some of you who are witty storytellers, this whole experience may even become something you retell in humorous or creative ways. And why did you feel called to cling on this reading and choose this group? The card at the bottom of this deck is High Priestess. This is a sign that deep down, you already knew. This reading is simply a confirmation for you. The oracle card you chose is Walking Away. This card perfectly mirrors the theme of walking away from the past. It carries the dramatic film vibe, like a princess escaping the palace or a prince leaving his kingdom. What I especially love this card is the expression on the character's face. No anxiety, no regret, only excitement and freedom. Okay, blessings to all of you who chose Group 4. May everything go well for you. Until we meet again.